Hey guys, so you see me work on Trailblazers a lot. I keep hearing people call them Failblazers. I've done just about everything to Trailblazers at this point now. This one is a 2004. I have done a spark plug change on it with coils, and also it's in here because it's got trans fluid leaking, and we already diagnosed it is the trans lines. So I went on eBay, bought a set of trans lines for about 80 bucks, maybe it was 90, somewhere around there, cheaper than OEM. And we're gonna go through and take them off. It's gonna be from the radiator slash trans cooler, which is really just the radiator, all the way back to the trans. I know it's gonna be a little tricky trying to get up in the trans. I may even lower it a little bit, drop some of the subframe down. I do have a lift. I'm like, if you're at home, you might not wanna do that. But for me, we might end up dropping it some if we take out that brace. So anyway, follow along. This should be hopefully as in-depth as we can get. If you're doing this on your back, I know it's gonna be hard. I've already seen other people on videos mention that trying to get the lines off the trans is the most difficult part. I expect it will be for us as well, but given we have the clearance, it might be a little easier. So if you're leaking trans fluid and you need to get your trans lines fixed, just follow along. We'll show you, and I'll put the part in the description on what we bought. So thanks, and we're gonna get started. All right guys, we have the car up in the air. We are gonna start with taking off the trans lines from here. I know you're gonna see like the hex head and you're gonna think I need to untwist them, but you really don't. What you need to do is pull these plastic pieces back, and it's gonna expose like a C-clip, or I guess maybe a D-clip, that you're gonna wanna slide out. Now it might be kind of hard to see, you may wanna clean it, but there is a clip that's sitting inside of here, a little metal clip. We'll pop that out and then these lines will come straight out. It is the same way on the trans, but visibility is difficult. So we're gonna get that part done, get these popped off, and then we'll take a look at the trans. And we'll also may just have to break where they connect or cut because they're not gonna separate the way we want and then where they connect. So anyway, we'll keep going and follow along. Anyway, I don't even know if I need it really. It's kind of like, or put it here and just face it that way. I can't have it in the camera light. It gets all freaking stupid. It's gotta be metal though. And of course the metal pan, the oil pan is not helping. Anyway, so you see it dripping down. I'm gonna wait for that to almost stop, and then I'll come and pop this one out. It should be the same thing. And we'll go further up. So I just wanna show you guys, it's very simple for this part, but it's gonna get difficult in the back. Hey guys, so you saw me take out the front lines. They were easy. The back, not so much access to get to. So what we did is we took off a little heat shield here that had 2 bolts to start with, just so we could more easily get it out. And I actually had needed to lower the transmission a little bit. There's several bolts on the side, I think to like 10 bolts total, 4 big ones and then some small ones. We've got this lowered down some, which then gives me more access. Let me turn around. All right, so as you can see, we had a little bit of drop so we could get in there a little better. This only took us about 15 minutes to really drop it. God, everything is coated in trans fluid. But after that, we were able to get in there and loosen the trans lines, which they're now out, but they are usually, right over here. I actually reached my hand up through here with a pick, took the plastic covers off, as well as popped the clip off. Now the clip's kind of shot away, so I may have to go buy new ones. I don't really care. The fact is, I don't even know if we can get the angle. My lines are off. So we're gonna go separate it further up, take these off, get our new ones in. But that is tough, guys. If you're not mechanically inclined and you don't want to take the time, or maybe you got smaller hands, you can do it. But for me, lowering this gave me a lot more clearance to get in there. So if you can, you got to take off all these perimeter bolts. You've got 2 big bolts up here, and you got to do it on both sides. We were able to push the exhaust up to slide the big bolts out. This is how we're doing it. Maybe there's a better way, but it took us 20 minutes total to get this lowered and get those clips off. So that's on a lift. If you're on your back, best of luck, guys. But we're going to keep going, get the old ones off. We're just going to cut them in the middle and pull them off instead of trying to do the clips. Then we'll slide the new ones in. Okay, guys, sorry we didn't film it really because it was difficult to get to, but we've got our new lines in. You can see them here. We got the clips in. Make sure you take your black plastic pieces off the old pipe and put them on this new one, because you need that to keep that locked in. You should get a nice good click. And these are nice and secure. I have to go up top now and actually thread them into the other one, but everything is lined up. We've got our transmission put back up. Again, we lowered this about 1 inch or 2 just to get more clearance. We took off this heat shield here, which only had 2 bolts in. I think they were 13 millimeter. That gave me a little more clearance to get in there. This can be done yourself. Okay, it can be done. It's just difficult. We had the lift, and I think we're into this for about 1.5 hours, 2 hours so far. And we just have to go up top now and tighten everything up. Let's see if I can get this camera to move. But yeah, you can see they're here. They go all the way back. We go up, and then I have to go to the top and do some threading. I think I need to pull the air intake and the reservoir out so I can get a good bite in there. But otherwise, guys, this was definitely doable. Probably about $100 in parts for the cool fluid, because we're gonna go pick up a couple quarts of transmission fluid since we lost some on top of whatever it leaked. But yeah, sorry it's not the best video, but yes, it can be done. Lower your transmission, get in there with a pick to pull the plastic covers off first, then the metal, I'm gonna call them like E-clips or whatever. And then you can pull the lines off. The new ones went in to the same spot, and it all worked out good. So sorry, if this wasn't too helpful, but I'll show you from the top, us getting everything threaded together, and then we'll load it up with some transmission fluid and be done. So good luck, guys. Hold on a minute. Okay, final recap. You can see our lines are right here. We actually ended up taking out our washer fluid reservoir to get out of our way. There's only 1 bolt, 1 nut holding it on. That's after we took the air intake off, which was 3 screws. That all came out. We pulled this out and unclipped the washer reservoir and just moved it out of the way. That gave us easy access to get to this. We probably could have got to these from the bottom, but we got a much better feel by doing it this way. We started the car, ran it a little bit. We don't see any leaks so far. We're gonna top it off with transmission fluid, but so far so good. So this kit I bought on eBay, I'll put a link in there. $80 compared to like $200 to $300. It works fine so far. It fit perfect. So guys, thanks a lot for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe. Hopefully this helped you a little bit. It's too difficult to film doing the back lines, but if you're dropping the trans, you'll get the clips out. So best of luck. It's not easy, but I definitely wouldn't pay a shop $300 or $400 to do it either. So have a good day, guys. See ya.